Sports Review London boxing news from the capital city of promoter Eddie Hearn. They've just had the press conference for James DeGale, and next he's announced his next fight on Sky. Are you pleased to still be involved on that level with
of course.
James?
I mean, there was a lot of talk when he sort of signed with Al Heyman's advisor. But I haven't got as much involvement now. But I'm on the team, happy to be there, happy to deliver a great fight for Sky Sports Boxing. Got a very good relationship with James DeGale. I think he's a good lad, a great fighter. It's exciting times, and I think get this one out of the way, then we can start planning to do something here next year.
His character's starting to come out a bit now, James, isn't it? When he had his sort of time with a previous promoter and he was at rock bottom, he had injuries, he was fighting on small hall shows, and now got the limelight, got the world title and big nights ahead, as you said.
Yeah, I think, sometimes you just got to give people access to people's personalities. You're not going to like everyone, but what James has got, which a lot of people have got, is you'll have an opinion, and that's what's important. You can't be just dull, and you can't be, I could say a fighter's name to you and you could go, I don't know what to say about him, that's bad news. You talk about James, you talk about George Groves, you talk about Tyson Fury, you talk about a lot of these fighters, you can say, oh, he's fucking him. What a knock. Doesn't matter, you're still talking about him, still got an opinion on him. When Chris Eubank, senior or English, gets in the ring and starts going all around, this is son, most people are saying what, but everyone's talking about it. When Tyson Fury jumps over the table dressed as Batman, it's one of the most bizarre things you've ever seen. You get in a London taxi, which is always a good measuring stick, everyone's talking about it. So that's the important thing, and James is very vocal, very opinionated, says what he feels, and he's an exciting fighter.
Most definitely, and as a first defence as well, voluntary, taking on Lucien Bute in front of 15,000 of his own supporters. That's no joke.
No, it's a clever fight. It's Lucien is determined, yet to show what he showed before the Froch fight, but at home, 15,000 behind him. But I just think James will look sensational against Lucien Bute, I do. And James is like one of those buzz fighters, buzz characters that he likes to be in that situation. I can imagine James, if he walks out to 15,000 boos, he'll go, yeah! And that might turn him on a little bit more than walking out to 15,000 cheers. Do you know what I mean? In a strange way. So, this was the fight for him now, and then hopefully, the plan is to return back here next spring, summer.
I think on some levels many people just see Lucien Bute as what Carl Froch did to Lucien Bute and not the fighter that he was before that and what he achieved in this sport. And I think maybe the public in general are overlooking Lucien Bute and his hunger to be going.
I don't think he is the fighter he once was, but put him in his home environment and put everything on the line, absolute must win for Lucien Bute, must win, otherwise career over. Bring something out of you. Don't forget, if Carl Froch would have lost against Lucien Bute, his career was over. So sometimes you pull out remarkable performances when you really need to.
Hey, can you just briefly run through the announcements today, the Sky Sports, what's going on that on the point?
So Kell Brook live on Sky Sports 1 on October 24th. Chris Eubank on the card as well, gets Tony Jetta defending his title. October the 17th, October the 14th even, Lee Selby against Fernando Montiel, defending his title. October the 16th, Nathan Cleverly against Fonfara, Sky Sports 1. October the 17th, Sam Eggington will defend his British Commonwealth title against Dale Evans. Matthew Macklin on the bill as well. Carry a fire on the bill, etc. Then October 24th, Kell Brook on Sky Sports 1. November the 7th, Callum Smith against Rocky Fielding. November the 21st, Anthony Crowder against Darlis Perez and Martin Murray against Arthur Abraham on Sky Sports 1. November the 28th, Tyson Fury against Vladimir Klitschko on pay-per-view, box office. And the same night, but later on, James DeGale against Lucien Bute on Sky Sports 1. And then the next question is December 12th, and the answer is I haven't got a clue.
Yeah.
So I mean, we've got Dillian White against Joshua, we've got Eubank against Eubank Jr-O'Sullivan, looks like virtually done. Bellew could be in a world title fight, Campbell, Mitto. I can't sit here and say that won't be pay-per-view, but obviously a lot of things have got to fall into place. And that was one of the things with October 24th. We were put in a really horrible position because we were sort of, I guess, the support act to Fury Klitschko. So our undercard didn't really matter as much as if it was a standalone pay-per-view. With Fury Klitschko falling out 3.5 weeks before, I tried to build a card that could be a pay-per-view event, and we didn't have enough time. Brooke Chavez is a great fight, but the card just wasn't strong enough. And we made a decision and we did a deal, managed to get the right structure together across the pay-per-view, that we could do Brooke free to air. And it wouldn't affect his deal, but he gets a much bigger audience. So really, I think, and fans get a great fight. The schedule is really, really strong. So yeah, I think it was a win-win for everyone.
You just touched on a fight that everyone is driving me absolutely mad about, with dates and confirmation. Chris Eubank Jr. against Spike O'Sullivan. Is that something that's straightforward now?
Terms have been agreed, and we're just waiting now for the contract to be returned. That fight, we've given them everything they want, and they're happy. So, and I'm almost certain that fight will be announced on maybe tomorrow, but probably on Monday.
Superb.
And everyone's talking about that fight, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they are.
You've got a bad blood fight in Joshua against Dylan White, and you've got another bad blood fight between Chris Eubank Jr. and Spike O'Sullivan. And these are the fights that people are going to talk about. But I'm excited to see Chris Eubank Jr. in a fight like that, put under pressure like that, because Spike can punch, and even outside the ring, he's aggressive. He'll be in his face at the press conferences, he'll be in his face at the weigh-in. And it's a big fight. It's a standalone fight. It's a Saturday night, standalone fight.
Most definitely.
And that card, as I told people before, if you are lucky enough to get your tickets, congratulations, because you bought the ticket on Joshua White.
Most definitely.
Now you're going to be sitting there going, wow, come December 12th.
Yeah.
No, I should have charged more.
It just finally, Frampton-Quigg, where are we on the...
Very close, trying to overcome the venue situation. I was quoted the other day saying, I believe in 2 weeks' time that fight will be done, and it's the same as then. I believe that fight will happen in February.
As last time we spoke, Ed, I believe you told me 12 hurdles to overcome as a promoter. Where are we now?
I guess we've got 2 or 3 to overcome, so we're getting there. The main thing is the venue, you know.
Right.
And the problem is, in layman's terms, is they want a neutral venue, but the neutral venue doesn't attract the same money as Manchester, because they're 12,000, our other option. Manchester's 20,000. I will cut the venue in half. He can have half the tickets for our Irish fans, and Quigg will have the other half. So from that point of view, it will be a neutral venue. But I guess they're thinking more about fight week and being in Manchester and stuff like that. But they're going to get the lion's share of the split as well. So I think common sense will prevail. Going to a neutral venue could cost the fighters £250,000 each. So this doesn't, and I just think it doesn't feel like a Glasgow fight. It doesn't feel like a Birmingham fight. It feels like a Manchester fight, or it feels like a Belfast fight. So we're getting there, very close now.
So finalising, we could expect a decision one way or another within the next 2 weeks.
100%. If it's not done within 2 weeks, it's not happening next.
Eddie Hearn, thank you for your time.
Cheers, mate.